Welcome to PC, Police Chase, where everything you see is 100% real. Things can spiral out of control, the pace quickens, and the ending always comes in the most unexpected way. If you're ready to embark on this intense chase, let's start now. Setup. On the 1st of August 2024, in Miami-Dade County, Florida Highway Patrol FHP units tracked a stolen black GMC Denali pickup originating from Broward County as it traveled southbound on Interstate 95 before merging onto the Palmetto Expressway. When officers attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver refused and accelerated, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The pursuit escalated into a dangerous multi-highway chase as the suspect drove aggressively at excessive speeds, weaving through traffic, ignoring safety risks, and continuing to flee despite active coordination between units, maintaining speeds over 100 miles per hour and posing a serious threat to other motorists. After an extended pursuit through complex traffic corridors, an FHP trooper executed a decisive pit maneuver at high speed, causing the GMC Denali to lose control, veer off the roadway, and crash into a grassy roadside area, bringing the pursuit to a sudden and violent stop. Officers immediately surrounded the vehicle with weapons drawn, removed the suspect identified as Joseph Giannino, 35, from the truck, and took him into custody without further resistance. He was later charged with multiple felonies, including fleeing and eluding, causing injury or death, grand theft auto, leaving the scene of a crash, and driving with a suspended license, with a bond set at $27,500. What began as a stolen vehicle investigation escalated into a high-speed pursuit, demonstrating how repeat offenders and reckless decisions can quickly lead to severe legal consequences. On the 28th of January 2024, at approximately 12:17 p.m. in Brooksville, Florida, along State Road 50 Cortez Boulevard near Braywood Street, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper observed a gray 2022 Dodge Challenger traveling at approximately 77 miles per hour in a posted 50 miles per hour zone and initiated a traffic stop. But when the trooper approached, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The chase quickly became extremely dangerous as the suspect accelerated to around 150 miles per hour, weaving through traffic, crossing median barriers, and continuing to flee despite the risks, especially since there were multiple people in the vehicle, increasing the danger to everyone involved. After miles of pursuit, an FHP officer executed a successful PIT maneuver, causing the Dodge Challenger to lose control and come to a stop, ending the high-speed chase. Immediately after the vehicle stopped, officers swiftly moved in with weapons at hand, pulled the driver out of the car, and apprehended all occupants. The suspect was arrested while the passengers maintained their innocence. An initial speeding violation escalated into a reckless pursuit, demonstrating how dangerous decisions can threaten innocent lives and lead to serious legal consequences. On the 3rd of March 2023, in Minneapolis, Minnesota State Patrol troopers identified a stolen Kia traveling at approximately 100 miles per hour on Interstate 94. When officers attempted to track the vehicle, the driver refused to stop and continued fleeing at high speed, initiating a dangerous pursuit. The pursuit intensified as the suspect drove aggressively, weaving through traffic on I-94 while attempting to evade capture, maintaining high speeds and taking a freeway exit near a bridge in an effort to escape law enforcement. As the suspect attempted to exit near the bridge by Highway 49, the driver lost control of the vehicle at high speed, causing the Kia to launch off the overpass, flip through the air, and crash violently onto the lanes of Interstate 94 below. Immediately after the crash, two suspects exited the wrecked vehicle and fled on foot, prompting a coordinated search involving ground units and aerial support near North 3rd Street, while officers secured the crash scene. What began as a stolen vehicle pursuit escalated into a catastrophic bridge fall crash, demonstrating how high-speed evasion can instantly turn into a life-threatening disaster. In November 2024, in Cherokee County, Georgia, deputies identified wanted suspect Demetrius Rumpf driving a silver SUV, and when officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, he refused to comply and accelerated away, triggering a high-speed pursuit. The chase quickly escalated as Rumpf drove recklessly at high speeds on the highway, weaving through traffic, using the emergency lane to overtake, and colliding with multiple vehicles in an attempt to escape, posing a serious danger to the community. The pursuit reached a turning point when an officer performed a PIT maneuver, causing the SUV to lose control and crash into the median, forcing it to a stop. Immediately after the vehicle stopped, Rumpf fled on foot but was quickly pursued and apprehended, subsequently facing a series of serious charges including resisting arrest, drug possession, assaulting an officer, fleeing the scene, and reckless driving. An initial attempt to stop the vehicle escalated into a dangerous chase, demonstrating the increasingly serious legal consequences of fleeing the scene. On the 11th of March 2024, in Fayette County, Georgia, deputies located a silver 2011 Honda linked to an armed carjacking earlier that morning near Highway 85 South and Stonewall Avenue. When officers attempted to initiate a stop, the driver refused to comply and accelerated away, triggering a pursuit through residential areas. The situation intensified as the suspect, later identified as a 4-year-old, drove recklessly through multiple neighborhoods, cutting across lawns, striking stop signs, mailboxes, and even another vehicle while narrowly avoiding collisions, as deputies coordinated to contain the vehicle and block escape routes. The pursuit came to an end when the suspect was boxed into a residential street, mounted the curb, and stopped, exiting the vehicle while holding a firearm before quickly dropping it upon seeing multiple officers aiming weapons at him. What started as a carjacking escalated into a dangerous chase, demonstrating that reckless decisions, even at a very young age, can lead to serious legal consequences. On the 18th of September 2024, in Charlotte County, Florida, Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, attempted to stop a black Ford Explorer speeding along a major highway. When officers initiated a traffic stop, the female driver refused to comply and instead accelerated, triggering a high-speed pursuit. The situation escalated as the suspect drove aggressively through heavy traffic, weaving between lanes and using the emergency shoulder to evade capture, while troopers repeatedly issued loudspeaker commands ordering her to stop and warning that a pit maneuver would be used, increasing the danger for every vehicle on the roadway. After several attempts to control the vehicle, an FHP officer executed a precise pit maneuver right on the bridge, causing the SUV to lose control, spin around, and come to a stop blocking the lane. Police approached with weapons at hand, ordered the driver out of the vehicle, and quickly subdued him. The suspect was handcuffed and faced a series of serious charges, including felony fleeing the scene, cocaine possession, reckless driving, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving with a suspended license, traffic violations that can lead to severe legal consequences and the risk of complete loss of control. In the state of Georgia, during a patrol operation, Georgia State Patrol, GSP units, identified a fleeing vehicle suspected of either theft or serious traffic violations. When officers attempted to initiate a stop, the driver refused to comply and accelerated, triggering a high-speed pursuit on public roadways. The situation quickly intensified as the suspect drove at extreme speeds, weaving aggressively through traffic on major roads, placing surrounding drivers at immediate risk, while troopers maintained pursuit and waited for a safe opportunity to intervene as the vehicle continued reckless, evasive maneuvers. When conditions allowed, a GSP trooper executed a precise pit maneuver at speed, striking the rear of the suspect vehicle and causing it to lose control completely, veer off the roadway, and roll over multiple times before coming to a violent stop. Officers rushed in immediately with weapons drawn, secured the scene, and took the suspect into custody following the rollover. What began as a refusal to stop escalated into a catastrophic crash, demonstrating how high-speed evasion almost always ends in loss of control and serious consequences for everyone involved. In the state of Georgia, during a highway patrol operation, Georgia State Patrol, GSP, identified a black sedan traveling at extremely high speed, often exceeding 100 miles per hour. When troopers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver refused and accelerated, triggering a dangerous high-speed pursuit. The pursuit intensified as the suspect drove aggressively, weaving through traffic and attempting to evade capture at sustained high speeds, while troopers maintained close pursuit and positioned themselves for a decisive intervention as the risk to public safety continued to rise. At the critical moment, a GSP trooper executed a powerful PIT maneuver at high speed, striking the rear of the vehicle and causing it to spin uncontrollably, lose all stability, and roll multiple times before coming to a violent stop near the roadside or median. Officers immediately approached with weapons drawn, secured the crash scene, and ordered the suspect out of the wrecked vehicle before taking them into custody. The suspect, now facing serious felony charges including fleeing and eluding and reckless driving. What began as a simple refusal to stop escalated into a violent rollover crash, demonstrating how high-speed evasion almost always ends in total loss of control and severe legal consequences. During an active patrol shift in the state of Georgia, at an unspecified time and date not publicly released, Georgia State Patrol, GSP, identified a fleeing vehicle traveling at extremely high speed on a public highway. When troopers attempted to initiate a stop, the driver refused and accelerated, triggering a high-risk pursuit. The situation escalated as the suspect drove aggressively through traffic, weaving between lanes and executing dangerous evasive maneuvers, while the trooper maintained close pursuit but deliberately held position, waiting for a clear gap away from civilian vehicles to minimize collateral risk. At the precise moment when the roadway opened up, the trooper executed a sudden and controlled pit maneuver, striking the rear of the vehicle at speed, causing it to spin violently, lose balance, and flip multiple times across the grassy shoulder before coming to a destructive stop. Police quickly moved in with weapons at hand, secured the scene, and apprehended the suspect while he was still dazed. An initial act of failing to comply with orders escalated into a serious accident. In the state of Georgia, during an active patrol period at an unspecified time not publicly released, Georgia State Patrol, GSP, identified a fleeing vehicle traveling at high speed on a major highway. When troopers attempted to initiate a stop, the driver refused and accelerated, initiating a dangerous pursuit. The situation escalated rapidly as the suspect drove aggressively, weaving through traffic and attempting to outrun pursuing units, while troopers maintained close pursuit and positioned themselves for a decisive intervention as the suspect continued reckless, evasive maneuvers at high speed. At the critical moment, a GSP trooper executed a high-speed PIT maneuver, striking the rear quarter of the vehicle and causing it to instantly lose control, veer off the roadway, and roll multiple times across the grassy shoulder in a violent crash. Officers immediately approached with weapons drawn, secured the crash scene, and took the suspect into custody after the rollover. What began as an attempt to escape ended in a catastrophic crash, demonstrating that high-speed evasion almost always results in total loss of control and severe consequences. In the state of Georgia, during an active highway patrol operation at a time not publicly disclosed, Georgia State Patrol GSP identified a fleeing vehicle traveling at extremely high speed, reportedly exceeding 140 miles per hour when troopers attempted to initiate a stop. The driver refused and accelerated, triggering a high-speed pursuit. The pursuit escalated rapidly as the suspect drove aggressively, weaving through civilian traffic at extreme speeds and placing multiple motorists at risk, while the trooper maintained close pursuit and waited for a clear stretch of roadway to safely intervene. When a suitable gap appeared, a GSP officer executed a decisive high-speed pit, impacting the rear of the vehicle, causing it to immediately lose control, veer off the road, and flip over multiple times on the roadside grass in a serious crash. Police swiftly moved in, weapons at hand, secured the scene, and pulled the suspect from the badly damaged vehicle before arresting him in an attempt to flee at high speed that ended in a catastrophic accident, demonstrating that escaping from police almost always leads to a loss of control and serious legal consequences. In the state of Georgia, during an active highway patrol operation at a time not publicly disclosed, Georgia State Patrol, GSP, identified a suspect vehicle fleeing at high speed on a major roadway. When troopers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver refused to comply and accelerated, triggering a dangerous pursuit. The situation escalated as the suspect drove aggressively at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic, hugging the shoulder, and attempting to block the pursuing trooper from getting into position, while officers maintained close pursuit and waited for a safe opening to intervene. When traffic conditions allowed, a GSP trooper executed a decisive PIT maneuver, striking the rear quarter of the vehicle and causing it to instantly lose control, spin sideways, leave the roadway, and roll multiple times across the grassy median in a violent crash. Officers immediately stopped, approached with weapons drawn, and ordered the suspect out of the wrecked vehicle before taking them into custody. What began as a high-speed attempt to escape ended in a catastrophic rollover, demonstrating that reckless evasion at extreme speeds almost always leads to On the 20th of February 2021, at approximately 8:42 p.m. in Savannah, Georgia, Trooper Zachary Walker observed a white Audi sedan traveling northbound on Harry S. Truman Parkway near De Lesseps Avenue, clocked it at 83 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone, initiated a traffic stop, and the vehicle initially pulled onto the shoulder before suddenly fleeing onto the De Lesseps Avenue exit ramp.
Losing sight in traffic unknown north or south of I-5.
416, I'm at northbound I-5 at Dashcam Street.
Where are you ever going to line up behind county on 101? Okay. We will be going southbound I-5. 48, 100, are you able to stay behind it? It's on the southbound ramp to I-5, from the right shoulder. I've got I-5.
The pursuit escalated across Savannah as the Audi ran red lights, ignored stop signs, drove into oncoming lanes, nearly caused a head-on crash, reached about 90 miles per hour on Waters Avenue, turned off its headlights and taillights, and later drove southbound and northbound lanes at over 100 miles per hour while swerving toward oncoming vehicles.
We're doing a favor passing 193rd Avenue right now. You have to go for Rebel.
Near Ranger Street and E67th Street, after multiple dangerous maneuvers and PIT attempts, the trooper executed another PIT, causing the Audi to rotate approximately 450 degrees, slide across the roadway, strike an approaching sedan, and come to an uncontrolled stop before the driver fled on foot eastbound on E67th Street.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna move. All right. Sorry. Move another. All right, moving up. I'm standing out. Visually clear from here. I'm gonna move in. Yep. Driver's side clear. Passenger. Yeah, hitch wrong. Good. Woo.